I'd like to offer you a personalized tarot reading right now. So if you are looking for some guidance from Gus, God, the universe, or spirit, please do a breathing exercise with me and we can open our minds up to what the tarot has to tell us. So breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, so now we want to ask the tarot a question. Now, I approach the tarot a little bit differently than other people. I don't really approach it with a lot of divination, like when will this happen, when will that happen. I approach it more from the self-help aspect and personal development. So instead, I work with Gus by asking questions like, how can I show up? How can I make more money? How can I get my next job? How can I get my next relationship? Or what? What can I pay attention to? What should I pay? What should I do? What's my next step? That kind of a thing. So if you would like to put your question down in the comments, you are totally more than welcome to. And if you need a little bit of extra guidance, you are I am more than happy to help you figure out if the tarot is being cryptic or how we can help you get the message that you properly need today. With all that being said, let's dive in. I'm shuffling 9 times, so I need to get one more in. There we go. I believe this is the High Priestess. I believe. Yes, this is the High Priestess. Yes, this is. So that means that we need to have this one over here. Okay. We're gonna see how this goes. So we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, to a lot of people, the Seven of Swords means that sneaky. People are being sneaky and lies and all that kind of stuff. But we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So I wonder if there is something that you, with whatever question that you've asked today, it feels a little bit like you might be blocking some like don't be sneaky about it. I wouldn't be sneaky about it. I wouldn't be conniving about it, backstabbing. Whenever the Seven of Swords also comes up, I like to think of it also as taking advantage of opportunities before others do. And so maybe this is a chance to sit out. Maybe this is a chance just to kind of sit back. You may want it bad right now, but maybe it's a chance for you to just maybe you're not ready for it. Maybe you need to recognize that you're not ready for it. Maybe you need to recognize that you need to rest. Maybe you need to recognize that it's not time for you to act on whatever it is that you've asked the tarot today. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess in reverse also. So again, we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. The High Priestess is more about intuition. She has a lot of secrets. And if you, she usually likes to give you those secrets, but you need to prove yourself worthy of those secrets. Now, because she is reversed, I'm gonna ask you to reverse all of that energy toward yourself. So, your own intuition. How can you prove to yourself that you're worthy, without being sneaky, without being without being lying and all this kind of stuff? Yeah, that's how I'm gonna mostly say that card. Now I'm gonna go back to the 7 really fast. And I'm gonna flip it over because this is the TV series tarot deck, and I thought this was like Warehouse 13, but I don't know if that's true. It looks kind of copish. I'm not sure if that's also true or not, but I just see the warehouse in the back, and it just kind of makes me feel like Warehouse 13 would be perfect for it. But I don't know what TV show it is. So what TV show is it to you? We're gonna also go back to the High Priestess. This is the card. I'm gonna say Bewitched on it, just because it looks very bewitchy. She's blonde, she's riding a broomstick, and she looks very much like the cartoon beginning of the TV show Bewitched. So that's what I'm going with that on that. But she's also reversed, remember. The High Priestess is also associated with the moon and also water. So swords is with the Seven of Swords is associated with air and our thoughts and our communication, while water is associated with our emotions. So let's take all of that information and go throughout our day with that message. I do, again, still kind of feel like it's a chance for you to be more quieter, not be as active, not be as sneaky, not be as talkative, maybe time to not be as loud, and listen to your inner intuition. There's a chance that because you are wanting to do this, like, yes, the card came up this way, but there's a chance that because you are wanting to do this really bad, you are blocking your intuition. And your intuition is not flipped over because you are doing this. Now, let's go the opposite way, actually. What if you did flip this over? Maybe if you did flip this over and you actually did follow your, like, were conniving and stole something from someone, or did act in your own accord, maybe you do flip this over, and maybe that is part of your intuition. That's just something that I would look into that. But ultimately, I still do feel like it might be a day to be quiet, not necessarily a day to be active, and a day to pay attention to your own intuition. If you would like to give me energy back for this tarot reading, you are more than welcome to by interacting with this video. You can like, follow, comment, repost, share, all the things, and that would be very helpful to me, and I would be very much so appreciative. You could also give me $5 if you wanted to. I wouldn't take that opportunity away from you if you wanted to. So with all that being said, thank you very much for your time. Let's do a breathing exercise so that we can go out, close out the reading, and go on with the rest of our day. So breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you very much for spending your time with me.